or sponsors.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Wake Up America with Kristina Lynn. I'm your host, and I'm here tonight, as always, to help you open your eyes and see the truth. Many things have changed in our world, and this is a show where you're going to get to talk to some of the experts. You're going to get to hear from people that are on the cutting edge. You're going to get to see the things that are really going on that maybe you don't get to hear every day on the news. This is the show that's going to bring it to you right away. So stay tuned, because we have got an amazing guest tonight, someone that you will not believe is going to knock your socks off. Wake Up America starts right now. Yes, and hello. It's great to be back for another edition of Wake Up America with Kristina Lynn. I'm your host, and tonight we have got a very special guest. I'm going to have him on for the entire show, and I will tell you more about that in a moment. But that's going to be Tom Palladino of Scalar Energy Healing. And he has got some amazing things to share with us about some awesome, wonderful opportunities for better health. All right, and I'm so excited about that. Healing the world, one person at a time, is always a great thing to look for. All right, so as we're starting off tonight, I would like to say that this is just a wonderful time now. Spring is here. People are happy. I noticed there was another storm, it looks like, coming through Philadelphia, I noticed tonight. But basically, most of us will soon be having spring. And it's just such a marvelous time for us to stop and really have that attitude of gratitude, just to really show gratitude for all of our blessings. I think sometimes we get so busy, I know I do, in this busy world, and we don't always get a chance to stop and smell the roses and just take a chance to go outside and enjoy the weather, and enjoy, if the weather's not great, just to go outside and get some fresh air. And I've heard a really cool thing recently that a friend of mine called and said, she said, you can take your shoes off, go out in the grass, and walk around in damp grass, and it actually helps inflammation. I said, wow, that sounds cool. So I have been doing that, and it grounds you. It's just fun. I feel like a little kid outside running around in the grass. My neighbors kind of look funny at me, but I'm having a ball, and it just really relaxes you. It does really help they've done a study on it, and several studies, it does actually help to get rid of inflammation in the body. So that's just another fun thing that we can think about. And I love on Wake Up America for us to always be on the cutting edge of whatever is the new and best, exciting healing technique. So having said all of that, I am ready very quickly to bring forward our guest. But I also want to say this week that I would like to dedicate this show to all of those healers out there that are really working hard to make a difference. Whether you are holistic, whether you are a traditional doctor in the hospital, wherever you are, those of you that are risking your life sometimes, being around some of the things that you are around that can be dangerous, and being there to really help our fellow man. I want to dedicate this show to you, all of those that are out there, the first responders and all the responders, all of those that are in the health profession, be it holistic, be it traditional, whatever it may be. Thank you for all that you do every day. You sure make a big difference. And it only takes one person, as we know here on Wake Up America, to change the world. And I have a guest tonight. I believe he's probably with us now. So I'm going to bring him on without further ado, because we have a lot to talk about. So I am so excited to introduce Tom Palladino of the Scalar Energy Healing. And this is really exciting for me to have you on the show. So good evening, Tom. How are you tonight?
I am well. Thanks for the invitation. Good evening, everyone.
Well, yes, good evening, and we're so glad to have you here. And it's a real honor and a pleasure for me as well. This is so exciting, Tom, because I'm going to go right into questions, if I may. I am so fascinated with scalar energy. And so I know a lot of our audience, some of them know about it, but there are some that are just learning. So I'm going to kind of, like I always do, go back to basics and ask you a few questions, Tom. First of all, where does the scalar energy originate from? And if you could kind of describe its nature so people can understand, because I know there are a lot of people out there listening, and they're thinking, what is scalar energy? They maybe have never heard of it.
Sure. Sure. It's very simple. Scalar energy is sunlight. It's starlight. I am working with the energy of the sun. It's different than that of electricity. So there's two energies in the universe, scalar energy and electromagnetic energy. And I've developed scalar energy instruments that can control and harness scalar energy.
Wow, that is so interesting. And then you keep it very simple. This is one thing I like about you, Tom, because you're explaining it in a way that everyone can understand it. But as we look at that now, let's look at the difference then between the scalar energy and, as you say, the electromagnetic energy. How are they different?
Well, let's describe it as such. All energy initiates as scalar energy, which really is the life force energy. It's really the control, the intelligence of the universe. Okay. And then a derivative of scalar energy is electromagnetic energy. So with scalar energy, you have direct control over nature. You have mastery over nature. And so if I had my druthers, the entire world would be powered by scalar energy, which is much more efficient than that of electricity. So this new era that is dawning will be a new technology. The new energy is scalar energy. Why is that so important? Scalar energy is pure, clean energy, and it's super abundant. It's produced by the stars of the universe, so you'll never run out of scalar energy.
Wow. That is so exciting. Okay, so now how does scalar energy assemble nutrients inside a human body? I've heard that it does that. How does that work? That to me is so fascinating.
It is fascinating. That's the proper term. I've discovered with scalar energy that this energy carries the instructions of the universe, including the instructions that hold together molecules, elements, atoms. So the way I've calibrated my instruments, I can assemble physical forms. And one of those physical forms that I can assemble are vitamins. And I can do that inside the human body. So with a scalar energy instrument, properly calibrated, now I've developed these instruments, a scalar energy instrument can create a vitamin inside the body, can create an antioxidant, an amino acid inside the human body. Now, some people might call that transmutation.
Yes.
The beauty of it is it's a simple, straightforward process in which you don't have to eat anything. You don't have to drink a protein shake. We can create nutrients by way of light, by way of energy. It's the perfect delivery system of nutrients.
That's amazing. That is so interesting. And now when you work with clients, when you work with people, I just think it's so wonderful that you're able to actually help someone out and treat them by way of their photograph. Now, I know about this, and I've done this before, and I'm a big believer in it because I've had some miraculous things happen, and so have a lot of my friends and family. But for those out there that have never experienced a long-distance treatment like this, how does that work? Can you share that with us when someone sends a photo?
Sure, let's use this analogy to start. If we have a cell phone or, say, a radio, we don't need necessarily a physical wire connecting the two cell phones, or a portable radio does not need a physical wire. So what do we use? We use the atmospheric energy to connect two cell phones. Well, that's what I'm doing with scalar energy. A person does not have to be physically present. All I need is a photograph of that person. So by way of wireless transmission, just like a cell phone, by way of wireless transmission of energy, I can find the person by way of their photograph and then treat them by way of their photograph. So this is the benefit of scalar energy. One scalar energy instrument can treat everybody in the world by way of their photograph.
That is remarkable. Well, let's go back now as to how you first got into this. I'm just fascinated as to how you began your journey working with the scalar energy. How did that happen?
Sure. As a kid, I loved to read about Nikola Tesla. I studied Nikola Tesla as a youngster, and I developed an understanding as to what he was doing. And Tesla was essentially the founding father of scalar energy. Many of you are familiar with that name, the great scientist Nikola Tesla.
Oh, yes.
And later in life, I was able to meet the widow of a American inventor, and likewise another scalar energy researcher. It's a Hieronymus family. Anyway, I took an understudy with a scientist by the name of Sarah Hieronymus, and she essentially inculcated in me many of the principles and theories that her husband had discovered after a long career. Well, that was my launching pad, so to speak, Tesla and Hieronymus, these two great scientists. And to this day, I pay them tribute. I am standing upon their shoulders, and with that view, with that incredible ability that I have now to carry on their work, I think we should change the world with Scalar Energy. I think that day is coming.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. And I know Tesla, I'm a big fan of Tesla's as well. There have been some wonderful documentaries on television, on History Channel about him and his work. And it's just great that he is coming forward so much now for all the great things that he did, including time travel and so many amazing things. So it's very impressive that this is where Scalar Energy first began. Now, you have been working with this, so if you would, can you share some of the benefits that you found working with clients and with patients and with people using the Scalar Energy?
We spoke about the ability of Scalar Energy to assemble nutrients such as vitamins and antioxidants and phytochemicals. That's true.
Right.
Now, in a reverse sense, in a reverse capacity, we can take a Scalar Energy instrument and we can break down what is harmful in the body. That is, my Scalar Energy instruments can easily break down, transmute, if you will, viruses, bacteria, and fungi. And we're having great success, frankly, curing people of viral, bacterial, and fungal disease. That is, if you remove the causative agent of disease, that person's no longer infected. Case in point, just a few days ago, somebody sent me a diagnostic test proving that we had eradicated the herpes virus from a person's body. A woman was infected for 30 years with the herpes virus, and now, subsequently, this diagnostic test proves that she no longer has any viral load. The herpes virus has been eradicated. So that's one of the conditions, that's one of the diseases we will be able to cure moving forward. We can easily destroy the herpes virus.
Oh, that's fantastic. As well as other dangerous bacteria, and also I understand parasites. Is that right? I know that can be a real problem for people.
That's correct. Various protozoan. We're actually, in total, we're able to destroy, to disassemble over 400,000 species of germs. So our approach is really an approach that we will eventually have a global healing ministry by way of Scalar Energy, and we'll be able to cure people of pathogenic disease.
Oh, that's so exciting. Like you say, I know that your goal, you have told me, is to really heal the world, and I know this is a way that can happen. And Tom, if you will hold on, we have a lot more to talk about because I know our audience is so interested. And if there's anyone that does want to call in with a question, feel free to do so. We can be reached on 888-565-1470. So Tom, we'll be right back in just a moment after I take a moment for a quick break. Hi, I'm your host, Kristina Lynn, and I want to invite you to be sure and tune in to our new time at 9:30 p.m. on Monday nights right here on WNN Radio for my great new show, Wake Up America with Kristina Lynn. We're the show that helps you, the listener, wake up and see the truth around you so you can really see what's going on and find out what's happening in our world today. Once again, that's Wake Up America with me, your host, Kristina Lynn. And that's on our new time, Monday nights at 9:30 p.m. We'll look forward to having you join us then. So remember, America, wake up. We'll talk to you soon.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. channels. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
And we're back right here with Wake Up America. I'm your host, Kristina Lynn, and I'm speaking tonight to Tom Palladino of Scalar Energy Healing. And before we go on with more questions, because this is just a fascinating topic and I have lots more to talk about, I just want to say that I myself want to thank you, Tom, for offering anyone that's listening tonight a 15-day trial opportunity for 15 days to try out the Scalar Energy Healing. And they can just go to your website. So anyone that would like to go to freescalar.net, that's FREESCALAR, freescalar.net. Go to the website and you can sign up for 15 free trial sessions or treatments. And you can also send pictures of your family members, which I think is just wonderful, up to 25 pictures. So that is really special. If you do have questions and you're unable to access the website or you want to speak to Tom or one of his associates at Scalar Energy Healing, just pick up the phone and give them a call at 805-364-3051. That's 805-364-3051. So if you're interested, give Scalar Energy Healing a chance. It is remarkable, and it's just helped a lot of people, and this is something that we look forward to seeing a lot more of. So I want to thank you so much, Tom, for that generous offer to all of my listeners tonight. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great.
You're welcome.
Oh, great. Well, now I want to go back a little bit, if we can, after the break here, and go a little bit more into talking about Tesla and some of the technology behind all of this. During the commercial break, I had a friend text me. I get texts that come in sometimes, or Facebook comments, and they were saying, oh, please tell us more. How does this come from the sun and from the stars? And how are they able to harness this energy, this scalar energy? So I think it's just a very fascinating technology that so many people are unaware of. What can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, exactly. Let me use an analogy. Let's look at solar panels.
Okay.
50 years ago, 40 years ago, we theorized that we could capture energy in a solar panel and then convert that into electricity. Well, it's real now. We can do that. So
wow.
If you can do that with a solar panel, yeah, sure, you can do that with scalar energy, which likewise originates from the sun. But we're working with a different dimension. I have to really underscore that. Scalar energy is not electromagnetic in character. It's a different energy. And this energy is, if you will, an eternal energy. What do I mean by that? It does not experience entropy. Scalar energy never degrades. So this is an infinite supply of energy. Now, once we tap into a scalar energy dimension, we will have an infinite supply of energy. And we'll see that within our lifetimes. And in so doing, we will correct this energy imbalance in the world. It's very political. We realize there's an oil cartel. Well, scalar energy will offer us an infinite supply of energy. In practice and application, it's relatively inexpensive to utilize. So we will eventually be able to power our homes, power our factories, our schools with scalar energy. That's the new paradigm that's coming, an infinite supply of energy by way of scalar energy.
That's amazing. And I have heard of things in the past, and I actually did do some research on some different things, like particularly that Tesla was doing, and it looked like he was really working on this free energy as well back in his day. And that was very fascinating. Yeah, so this is great that this is continuing. Yeah, now also, I've seen that as I've researched a little bit more about what you're doing and everything, that you're, I was under the impression, and then I'm very impressed to see that scalar energy can also be known as prana, or as chi, or radiant energy, even 0 point energy. So if you will, please explain how that is? Because I know people know what prana is, what chi is, radiant energy. Can you tell us more about exactly how that is the same thing?
Sure. For centuries, people have theorized, people have mused that there was another type of energy. Some people call it prana, chi, Holy Spirit, life force energy, ether energy.
Uh-huh.
All of those terms are synonymous. That is referring to that other dimension, scalar energy. Now, what we find so fascinating with this energy is that many cultures around the world have used various terms to describe the same quintessence, the same perfection in nature, which is scalar energy. Well, finally, with Tesla as the founding father of scalar energy and other scientists like myself, we see that this is a reality. It's no longer theory. I have scalar energy instruments that can control this other dimension. And in so doing, I will go out and make the prediction that scalar energy will change the course of human history. That's how powerful of a technology it is.
Wow, that is just amazing. And as we look forward to the future, how far away do you think we would be from having this even to take the place of electricity and really become the major energy source, as you say, in all things?
I would say within the next 10 years. The next 10
wow.
years.
The next 10 years. And you feel that would be on a global scale?
At least experimental, and at least we'd see local application. Global scale, it might take longer than maybe 20, 30 years, but you'll see it. Most people will see it within their lifetime.
Oh, that's exciting. That's something that's great to look forward to. Just as so many people had looked forward to having electric cars and these great opportunities that are just really breaking through. Now, how do the governments seem to be accepting this? I don't know if you're very much aware of how this is maybe being accepted by Washington and by the government. Do they seem to be open about this now? I know there had been controversy in the past about free energy.
I don't know. I don't interface with the government or with big business. I continue on with my research. I'm an independent researcher.
Right.
I hope they would see the merit of it, but as we well know, there's a lot of politics and there's a great deal of skullduggery in the world, and money and power seem to be perhaps the prime motivation for many people. Hopefully, the world will overcome that and see the benefit for all of mankind.
Yes.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I want to improve the human condition. My goal is not money, reputation, fame. My goal is to improve the welfare of mankind.
Wonderful. That is just wonderful, and it's amazing I'm just so honored to have you as a guest tonight, because to hear you say that, and I know how passionate you are about that and how committed you are and how important it is to help people wake up. And like you say, unfortunately, there have been things, I think, in the past that the FDA and the AMA have not approved, that it would have helped so much if they had approved. So I'm also hoping that, and that's why I brought up the governmental aspect, hopefully we will see breakthroughs, and they will see the light, that it is not about the money, but it's about the healing. It's about helping others and the welfare, helping everyone on earth to have the best life we can have. That's the most important thing. And I would think, too, that this could be something that could be very amazing. One reason I brought up the governmental aspect is because it seems to me, Tom, that the third world countries, when you're looking at so many of them with so much starvation and even just, bad water, not even having clean water, I would think that this type of energy, the scalar energy, could work miracles in third world countries, in Africa and India and so many of these places. What would you foresee for some of those parts of the world?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. To speak to that point, we have volunteers throughout Africa, Central America, South America, and we've already treated 40 million people in Africa and throughout South America. So we see the benefits. Many of these people are being healed by way of scalar energy. So to speak to that point, we are already a global ministry. We are today a global healing ministry. We are growing every day. And you're right. There are many people who are impoverished, who are marginalized, who don't have access to medical health care. Well, we will be that global health care system for them.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And, I think it's just a great opportunity that these really impoverished people, it just breaks my heart when I see documentaries about these folks in Africa and in India and places like that. So for them to be able to have this opportunity and for you to be able to reach out to other countries. How many countries are you all actually in now? Do you know, Tom, how many that would be?
I would say we've treated just about every country in Africa.
Wow.
And South America and Central America. It's growing. One volunteer will speak to another volunteer. Obviously, all you need is a photograph. So some days I receive 100,000, 200,000 photographs of people from around the world. So
right.
This is a growing healing ministry.
Oh, that's amazing. And, the places you mentioned are just so important that they can be helped. South America, Africa, of course, everyone knows about Africa, India, even Central America, even Mexico. And, I mean, there are even places, here in America where people do not have the health care. We've had other people on the show talking about this healthcare system and how much we're hoping to see it improve. But this would be a way that you all could really help that out so much. So in closing, Tom, I'd like to say again, I have, of course, endorsed you, and I want to say that I want to repeat your number, because if anyone does want to call, they can pick up the phone and call Tom and speak to he and his associates at Scalar Energy Healing at 805-364-3051. Pardon me, and that again is 805-364-3051. And don't forget to go to freescalar.net. That's FREESCALAR.net. And that's Tom's website. You can sign up for your 15 days of free treatments. Give it a try. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And, of course, you can send your families pictures. And, Tom, that is so amazing that up to 25 pictures can be sent to family members. I'm going to definitely take advantage of that myself. And I want to thank you so much for being here. And we hope you'll be with us again real soon, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll talk to you soon. Keep up the great work. And thank you all for joining us tonight. And please do be sure and tune in next week for another edition of Wake Up America. I'm your host, Kristina Lynn. And remember, it just takes one person to change the world. And I know that's going to be you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Well, that's about all we have time for tonight. But I want to thank you all for listening. We've got a fantastic and really loyal audience that wants to wake up. Wake Up America is your show. Be sure and tune in next week right here on WNN with me, Kristina Lynn, and with some of the most outspoken and outstanding guests that you can ever hear on radio. Until then, just reach out to wakeupamerica.com. Let me know what you think. We want to hear your comments, and we want to make sure and have you come join us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Remember to wake up and look for the truth. And you do make a difference. One person can change this world. So wake up, speak up, and America will see you next week right here on Wake Up America.
The opinions expressed on the preceding